Hello everyone, Douglas from CXC here. We just completed our first Moon Meet, and in this Moon Meet we talked about community. Now in our Moon Meets we do something called passing the talking stick, and basically each person gets a chance to share their thoughts on community. So I asked everybody, what is your ideal version of community? And I wanted to share some of the thoughts that came up, which I think are worth repeating. So we had Doug Wu there, and he brought up a lot of really good points. One of them was that culture should be remixed, and he mentioned a author. It was Lessig. So Lessig wrote about this, about how we've sort of developed this read-only culture, where we sort of digest these things that are coming down, but then we can't change them. But we need to transition into something where the culture can change and can evolve. So that's what we want to do at CXC. We want to, have a little bit of input at the beginning, like here's what we do. We help artists, we share music, we enjoy music together. And then sort of evolve that into something that can change all of culture, not just the CXC culture and how we operate as a community, but maybe we can make holding music events every once in a while in your town a normal thing and something that is happening all over the world, and then our culture can develop into something that's more connected through music. He also mentioned that we need a strong foundation, like that these communities are the foundation of society. And I think that's a very, very important point. And, combined with this idea that we have a interconnected society now. So we do have these separate different communities that all build up our culture and build up our society. And if they are weak, then that foundation can fall. But if we can strengthen those communities as well as utilize this network that we have, this internet, to make something where these communities can develop and create their own culture, and then through interacting, we together as a species can come to a new culture, and I believe that will be more resonant with who we are as conscious creators on this amazingly abundant and beautiful planet. Some ideas that Karelia brought up is that healing happens best as a community, and something that I sort of responded to that is like, I've been able to heal myself so many things that have been stopping me to be an effective communicator through being in the Fractally and the Eden on EOS communities. So how can we create a community that helps artists to come out of their skin? And not just musical artists, but helps everybody to become more creative and more comfortable expressing their genuine selves, and through that, by providing their genuine value to the world and fulfilling their dharmic path, their mission here on Earth. Oh, one more thing about what Dr. Wu was saying, that these communities, they do hold up the foundation, but also the community should have a strong foundation, something that they're centered around, like education or a common interest. So that's something to build up on. And we're lucky that we have that clearly defined with CXC right now, because we're just focusing on music. And finally, Dan shared a lot of the same views and also put out some important ideas. And one of them, which I really resonated with, especially because I'd never really thought of it before, is this idea about how much are we connecting? Like, if you're on a forum, yeah, you're having a community, but you just have this information of text. Whereas like with Eden and Fractally or these other communities that meet on Zoom, we have like the video. You can see it feels more like humans interacting. So my thought of that, what's the next step? The next step is to get us together. And part of my vision, like how I'll know that we are there, is when we're having these decentralized music festivals, and they happen every month or every solstice, where we sort of encourage these musical communities to develop all around the world, and they hold physical events every month where artists and music listeners can get together and have something like a party and I see that as like an even greater connection. So that's what we're shooting for with CXC. And finally, I shared my vision of community, and at the very basis, I think that community is important because you get people together who can focus on a collective desire. So that's what I see as magic, or higher magic, is like focusing collective conscious attention, desire, to co-create. And I believe that that creates an energy which then affects the probabilities of where atoms will appear, and we can manifest reality very quickly, exponentially quicker, with each person that can focus on that goal. So taking that to CXC, my job as our leader, as you know, before we are fully decentralized, I'm still the guy at the top. So my job for that to happen is I need to bring us together to focus on one vision. And right now through this meeting, we're deciding what that vision is. And I'm going to take what I've learned here and start to produce documents. I'm going to reproduce, because I did this years ago, I'm going to reproduce our current exchange mission, vision, pillars, and foundation, our temple branding, that will show where we're going and what we're doing. So we have this to focus on together. We know exactly what our vision is. We know our mission, which is our sort of strategies to complete our vision. We know our pillars, which is what we're actually doing at CXC, and our foundation, which is what we truly stand for. Now, we do want to have sort of a transitional system for now, and we would like to transition to a full DHO, which is by Hypha, Hypha.earth. They've developed this software. That's where we'd like to end up. But for now, I'm more than willing, more than open to develop this community on our own until this software is ready, and give people a real association with current exchange. Allow you to, be a part of current exchange in a meaningful way that's up to you, and then you can interact and provide your value, and as we grow and learn, you can give us feedback, and we can help you to grow yourself and help in current exchange to help grow all these artists together. I hope to see you around the meets, the Telegram, the Discord, and rocking some wonderful music. And don't forget to give it an upvote, as well as like this video. Why not? And thank you for being a part of CXC, and I hope to see you at the next Moon Meet. Peace.